Okay, so welcome back. Now in this video, I'm going to discuss about successive differentiation. Now I'm not going to discuss the formula because some of the MCQs are directly formula based. So I'll directly start with the MCQ. The questions that generally they ask is like find out the nth derivative of the y is equal to e raised to ax, or they will just give you e raised to 2x. Find out the nth derivative of this. So what is the nth derivative of it? It is nothing but a raised to n into e raised to ax. Correct? Okay. Now what is the nth derivative of a raised to x? So they might ask you what is 2 raised to x. So what is the nth derivative of a raised to x? So it is a raised to x into log of a raised to n. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is the nth derivative of y is equal to sine of ax plus b? It is equal to a raised to n into sine of ax plus b plus n pi by 2. And for cos, it is a raised to n into cos of ax plus b plus n pi by 2. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So let's go to the next formula. Now, what is the nth derivative of ax plus b raised to minus m? So they won't ask you the formula, but what they will ask you, what I'm saying. Yeah, they will give you this particular example and they will ask you to solve this example. So what is the formula for it? Ax plus b raised to minus m. So we have seen ax plus b raised to minus m कितना होता है आपका? So y of x, we have seen -1 इसमें आता ही आता है, right? Yes. So we get -1 raised to n into a raised to n into m into m plus 1 till m plus n minus 1. Okay. And divided by x plus b raised to m plus n. So this is your answer in this case. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in the next case, whenever there is ax plus b raised to m, it is equal to what? So sixth one, raised to ma. So all the things are positive. So no need to write -1 raised to n here. This was in the denominator, just like y is equal to 1 upon ax plus b. So is ax plus b raised to m. This was the case of 1 upon ax plus b raised to m. Now here everything is positive. So what is the formula for sixth one? Can anyone tell me? It is a raised to n into m factorial into ax plus b raised to m minus n upon m minus n factorial, d1. So here it is c, it is d. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now here in this case, see, m is less than n. So what is the derivative? It is 0. Like x cube ka fourth derivative. What is it going to be equal to? You need to look where it is 0 and where it is positive and where it is negative. Okay. Are you getting my point? See, if you are confused with these conditions, what you do, take the particular value. Like take y is equal to ax plus b raised to 3 and find out y4. Here n is equal to 4 and m is equal to 3. So what will be the y4 of this? 0. So answer will be 0. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, so ax plus b raised to n, where m is any positive integer, doesn't matter. Yn is equal to what? Now you should know that it is n factorial into an. There are 3 cases of this formula. Try to learn them. M less than n, m greater than n, and m is equal to n. This is the case of m is equal to n. I have mentioned them. I have explained it to you. Okay. So keep them in mind. Let's
Yes.
go further. Like what is the n? Now this one we are going to need very much time. Like this y is equal to x plus b. We are going to need it everywhere. Everywhere means in the partial fraction technique also. What is the nth derivative of it? Yn is equal to what? So you should know that. What is it? Tell me quickly. Tell me fast. I don't have time for this. You should have the formulas.
Option
Hmm? A option. Yes. No, not for. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. N plus 1 है तो ना. So here A option. -1 raised to n into a raised to n into n factorial upon ax plus b raised to n plus 1. Keep this in mind. Don't get confused. Okay. Now nth derivative of log of ax plus b. Log of ax plus b क्या होता है? So it is minus 1 raised to n.
Option A.
A raised to n into n minus 1 factorial divided by ax plus b raised to n. Yes, that is the answer. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So these are standard formulas. I don't know how many times I told you to learn the standard formulas, but if your standard formulas are not clear, you're not going to get the correct answer. So please learn them. Okay. So this one also I told you. If y is equal to e raised to ax into sine of bx plus c. Yes. So what is the value of r here? Keep in mind r is equal to a square plus b square. Right. And theta is equal to tan inverse of b by a. So what is the yn? Yn, we know that it is equal to what? Tell me. I
Option
want the
B.
answer from your side. It is r raised to n into e raised to ax into sine of bx plus c plus n
Cos,
theta.
sir. Cos bx plus.
Check the answer whether it is cos or sine. Whenever there is a sine, the answer must be sine. Are you getting my point? Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Whenever there is sine, sine. Whenever there is cos, answer is cos. Got it?
Cos.
Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the nth derivative of e raised to 2x now? Using that formula, 2 raised to n into e raised to 2x. What is the nth derivative of this direct formula? Yes, what is the nth derivative of it? E raised to ax plus b. So why you are getting confused? See, you can simply separate this. How do you separate this? You can write this as e raised to x into e raised to b. So write this e raised to b separately. Now we know the nth derivative of it. E raised to x. E raised to b is constant. So a raised to n into e raised to ax. So this is the answer. What is the answer? Which answer is correct then?
C.
Yeah, option C. Got it? अरे प्रत्येक वेळेस ax plus b काय होणार आहे तुमचं? बाहेर येणार आहे ना? a तुमचा प्रत्येक वेळेस बाहेर येणार आहे. So a is getting multiplied every time. Right? Got it? Got it?
Oh, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So 15th one. Y is equal to 2 raised to x. It is equal to 2 raised to x into log of 2 raised to n. That is directly standard formula. Okay. Now let's go to the next 16th one. The nth derivative of sin px plus cos px. So what is the nth derivative of it? Yn is going to be equal to what? Sine of p raised to n into sine of px plus n pi by 2 plus p raised to n into sine of cos of px plus n pi by 2. That is d. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here you don't have to get confused. You need to use the shortcut. Like in 17th, look at in the 17th question, what is given to you? So what is given to you in the 17th question? The nth derivative of y is equal to sin x into cos x. Right. How do you find it out? See, try
Convert to
write
sin 2x formula.
Yes, it is sin 2 formula. You can adjust that. How do you adjust? So we need to multiply and divide by 2. So sin x cos x divided by 2. What we get? Y is getting equal to sine of 2x by 2. Now just the nth derivative formula of sine. So 1 by 2 in bracket, the nth derivative formula says it is equal to 2 raised to n into sine of 2x plus n pi by 2. So 2 raised to n means there is a 2 denominator. So 2 raised to n minus 1 into sine of 2x plus n pi by 2. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
which answer is correct?
C.
Option C. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now let's go to the 18th one, next one. The n derivative of 2 sine 2x into cos 3x. So y is equal to, it is given that 2 sin 2x into cos 3x. Now you should know that what is 2 sin theta cos theta? 2 sin a cos b. It is equal to sin of a plus
A
b,
plus B
A
plus sin A minus B.
sin a minus b, right? So if you put this value, what we get? Sin of 2x plus 3x, 5x, plus sin of 2x minus 3x, that is minus x. So we get sin 5x minus sin x. Now if you apply the nth derivative formula, we'll be getting n, yn is equal to what? This is 5x. So 5 raised to n into sin of what? 5x plus n pi by 2 minus 1 raised to n into sin of 1 raised to n is just n. So x plus n pi by 2. So which option is correct? Which option is correct?
A, sir.
A. Option A. Understood?
Yes.
Okay, good. Very good. Let's go to the next one. I'll skip. You can do that next one. I'll do the nth derivative of cos square x. Okay. Now for cos square x, see, y is equal to cos square x is given to you. So you should know the cos 2 theta formula. So what cos square x can be written as what? 1 plus cos of 2x by 2, correct? And there is y.
Yes, sir.
So y can be written as 1 by 2 plus cos of 2x by 2. So nth derivative, iska derivative will be 0 plus this 1 by 2 is constant again. Again 2, because of 2, 2 raised to n into cos of what? 2x plus n pi by 2. Are you getting my point? So yn is going to be equal to 2 raised to n minus 1 into cos of 2x plus n pi by 2. Understood? Is the answer clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
So which answer is correct in this case?
D.
Option D. Okay, sin square x, you can try the same method. All right. You may take the screenshot. Try to take the screenshot. Okay. Let's go further. Now sin cube x. So we don't know what is sin cube x, but we know that sin cube x comes in the formula of what?
Sin 3x.
Sin 3x.
So we need that formula sin 3x. Yes. So what is sin 3 theta? 3 sin theta minus 4
4 sin.
For
sin cube theta. So we'll be getting sin cube theta equals to, okay. So 3 sin theta minus sin 3 theta by 4. And now you can apply the formula and you will get the answer according to that. Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
So the answer you will get is that this one, option A. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now nth derivative of x raised to n is n factorial. Okay. Correct?
Yes, sir.
The direct formula is there. I'm just explaining you and I'm directly writing them. See, so they might ask you the question of this type. Like if they will give y is equal to x raised to 7. Find out the 7th derivative of it. What is the 7th derivative going to be equal to? Just 7 factorial. Okay, this type of questions they might ask. Now n minus 1, the derivative of x raised to n is what?
Sir, B.
Pakka?
Yes,
Sir,
sir.
A.
A, B,
A.
what? No. Answer, whatever she said is correct. It is B. If you are getting confused, take the particular example. Take x raised to 5 and find out the fourth derivative of it. What you get? See, y1 is going to be equal to 5x raised to 4. y2 is going to be equal to 5 into 4x raised to 3. y3 is going to be equal to 5, 4, 3 into x square. And y4 is going to be equal to 5, 4, 3, 2 into x. But this is nothing but हम 1 तो कैसे भी add कर सकते हैं. 5 factorial into x. So n factorial into x. Understood?
Yes,
ठीक है?
sir.
समझा कैसे किया तो? Now this is
Yes.
obvious. Nth derivative है n minus 1 है यहाँ पे. Answer क्या आएगा?
0.
Right? Now nth derivative of log of 3x plus 4 is what? Use the formula directly.
C, sir.
Option C. Yes, direct formula है. Y is equal to log of ax plus b का. Use that formula directly. Okay. So e raised to x into sine of x. I'll explain this one more time. Okay. Now look at here. It is given that y is equal to e raised to x into sine of x. So firstly, I'll write down the formula. What is the formula? E raised to x into sine of bx plus c. So what we get? Yn is equal to r raised to n into e raised to x into sine of bx plus c plus n theta. And what is this theta and what is this r? R is equal to root of a square plus b square. And what is this theta? Tan inverse of b by a. Now for given problem, you need to understand. For given problem, what is the value of a? E raised to ax. A is equal to 1. And what is the value of b? B is also equal to 1. So what is the value of r? You will get root of 1 square plus 1 square, which is equal to root 2. And what is the value of theta? You will get tan inverse of b by a, that is 1 by 1, which is 1. Tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4. So the final answer I'm going to write is yn is equal to what? Root 2 raised to n. Okay. So root 2 raised to n into what? E raised to x into sine of what? X plus n pi by 4. So which option is correct? Option D is correct. Got it? So in same way, you can solve 20th one. You may take the screenshot if you want. Okay. Shall I erase?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is of the form y is equal to ax plus b raised to minus m. Okay. Now for this, what was the formula? The formula was what? Yn was equal to minus 1 raised to n into m plus n minus 1 factorial. Correct है? Into a raised to n upon क्या था आपका? m minus 1 factorial into x plus b raised to m plus n. The same formula you just apply. Right here, what is the value of m? 3. What is the value of a? 1. So we'll get yn is equal to minus 1 raised to n is going to be there. M plus n, m is 3. So 3 plus n minus 1 into a is 1. So 1 raised to n, no need to write. Here it is factorial sign. M minus 1, that is 2 factorial. So that is 3 minus 1 is 2 factorial into, again, x plus 1 raised to, m is 3 and n as it is. So the answer we are getting is minus 1 raised to n into n plus 2 factorial divided by 2 factorial into x plus 1 raised to n plus 3. So which answer?
A.
A. Got it? Okay. Now look at 30th one. 30th is little bit different. Okay. So what they will ask, the nth derivative of the function is already given to you. Now we need the derivative at the point x is equal to 0. And but when we need when n is even. So firstly put x is equal to 0 in it. So if we put x is equal to 0, what we get? 1 by 2 minus 1 raised to n into n factorial divided by 1 upon 0 minus 1 raised to n plus 1. Okay? And plus 1 upon 1 raised to n plus 1. All right. Are you getting this point? So yn is equal to just 1 by 2 into minus 1 raised to n into n factorial in bracket 1 upon minus 1 raised to n plus 1. And this is just plus 1. But now our n is what? Here it is given that n is even. So अगर n even होता है तो minus 1 raised to n क्या होता है? Just 1. And minus 1
1.
raised to n plus 1 is going to be equal to -1. So this value will be -1. So -1 + 1 ब्रैकेट में, तो इसका आंसर क्या होगा?
0.
0. So yn is directly going to be equal to, try to understand, it's a very important technique. So you just have to put the value of x and go on solving it. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now let's look at this. So this one you can do in exactly same way. This one, again, I have explained you the formula. Just go through them. I'll go to the partial fraction directly. So in partial fraction, so firstly write down this in partial fraction form. And then you can use the yn formula. All right. So what is the partial fraction form of it? X upon x minus 1, x minus 2. We get a upon x minus 1 plus b upon x minus 2. Right? अब आपको क्या करना है? सिर्फ a और b का वैल्यूज फाइंड आउट करना है. तो कैसे कर सकते हैं? a into x minus 2 plus b into x minus 1. And here x upon x minus 1, x minus 2. I'm just telling you how I'm going to solve this. Okay. So I'll be getting x is equal to a into x minus 2 into b into x minus 1. All right. Find out the values of a and b. Right. So what is the value of a? We'll get, put x is equal to 1, we'll get this equal to -1. So we'll get a is equal to -1. And put x is equal to 2, we'll get b is equal to 1. So this is going to be equal to 1 upon x minus 2 and -1 upon x minus 1. See, we get y. Now this is our y, and yn is asked, then use the formula of 1 upon ax plus b just. All right. Understood how to solve this?
Yes, sir.
So mostly this type of questions, there will be definitely question based on this one. Here, again the same question, but x cube is there. So firstly you need to what? You need to divide. Okay. You need to divide this. अगर x cube आता है तो degree numerator का ज़्यादा है. So we need to reduce the degree of numerator. So firstly multiply this two. What is x minus 1 into x minus 2? We get x square minus 3x plus 2, right? And now just divide to x cube. So x square minus 3x plus 2. If we divide it to x cube, what we get? Write x here. What we get? X cube minus 3x square. Then what? Plus 2x. So if we do the subtraction, we'll get 3x square plus 2x. Now again, we can multiply it by 3. So plus 3. So what we get? 3x square minus 9x plus 6. And if we do the subtraction, what we get? 11x minus 6. Clear? Clear? Answer me. Right? So we can write x cube equal to, x cube can be written as x plus 3 into x square minus 3x plus 2 plus the remainder, that is 11x minus 6. Now divide by x square minus, so we'll get x cube upon x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to x plus 3 plus 11x minus 6 upon x square minus 3x plus 2. Now here you can apply the partial fraction. This x plus 3 will be the extra term. So which answer is correct? So you'll see that the answer will be one of these two. Okay, I'll just skip it. Clear? Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
At least are you getting somewhat idea?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Here also apply partial fraction. Here we cannot apply partial fraction, but what I can do, there is x upon x plus 2. So what I'll do, I'll just separate it. Like I'll write x plus 2 minus 2 upon x plus 2. I'm giving the hint only. So it is just equal to 1 minus 2 upon x plus 2. Now you can apply the formula. Clear?
Yes, sir.
In 38 also. In 38, what is the hint? 5x plus 7 minus 7 plus 3 divided by 5x plus 7. Okay. Now, if we separate the term, we'll get 1 upon 1 minus 4 upon 5x plus 7. Now, you can apply the formula for yn. That is the hint in this type of questions. Understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep this hint in mind. So, this may be helpful to you. Now, yeah, I have taken some of the examples based on substitution also. So, what I'll do, there are lots of examples given here. Actually, I wanted to explain a little bit of Leibniz theorem and all, but I don't have that much time. It's already been 9. But I'll explain this quickly, okay? So I explain you. What is the substitution? Mostly the substitution that we are going to take is what? X is equal to tan theta. And if you use the tan theta, what we get? Y is equal to? What we get? Y is equal to tan theta. And suppose I'm using this 45th. What I'll get? I have explained this problem. So 2 tan theta upon 1 minus tan square theta. That is what?
Tan 2x.
Tan 2 theta.
Right, tan 2x here. So we'll just get y is equal to
2x.
2x.
2 theta. I'm sorry. And theta is equal to what?
Tan inverse x.
Tan inverse x. So we are just getting y is equal to 2 tan inverse x. Right. And in the next step, they ask you to find out yn. Now, you know what is the yn for this? Can you tell me? Do you remember it? I have also explained this by substitution. क्या होता है tan inverse x का? So yn is equal to 2, keep it as it is. It is minus 1 raised to n minus 1 into n minus 1 factorial into sin raised to
Sin
n
raised to
theta 1.
n theta.
Theta 1 into sine of n theta 1. What is this theta 1? Theta 1 is equal to tan inverse of 1 by x. So that was the formula. Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. So in this case, the answer was this simply. But yeah, you should know how to apply these formulas. All right. Now last, I'll just explain one short question I'll explain based on Leibniz theorem. That is what?
Excuse
Nth
me,
derivative
sir.
by yes.
Sir, De Morgan theorem से नहीं आएंगे ना question?
No questions from De Morgan's. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
So these are just the application of De Morgan's theorem. ये जो है ना tan inverse वाले, they are applications of De Morgan's. So actually they have been covered here only. Okay.
Okay, sir, no problem.
Okay. Now Leibniz theorem, you should know the statement. What is the statement? NC0, UN, V, then NC1, UN minus 1, V1, NC2, UN minus 2, V2, and so on. NCN, U, Vn. That is the statement of Leibniz theorem. Now, if you want to apply for this, y is equal to x into e raised to 4x. What is u you are going to take? E raised to 4x. And v is equal to just x. Correct? Because the derivative of v are easy to find out. What is v1? 1. And what is v2? 0. So after this step, all the terms are going to be equal to 0. So what is the answer we'll get? Yn is going to be equal to NC0 into UN. What is the nth derivative of e raised to 4x? 4 raised to n into e raised to 4x. And v as it is, so it is just x. Plus what? NC1 is nothing but NC1 into n minus 1. Un minus 1 is what? 4 raised to n minus 1 into e raised to 4x into v1 is just 1. So that is your answer. But NC1 is equal to what? Keep in mind, NC1 is always equal to n.
N.
Okay. And NC0 is just 1. So what is the answer for this question?
D.
Option D. Okay. Yeah. Fine. So this is how you can apply the Leibniz theorem. So these are some examples. You just try to solve them. Now here, see. Here there are two, like x into e raised to x into cos x. So how do you apply it? See, what you do, separate this x into e raised to x into cos of x. Now you know how to find out the nth derivative of it. So take that as u. and take this as B. Okay. In the second step, you will get the answer. That is the hint for this question. So this is the Leibniz theorem problems. You may try them. This is also the same type of problem. Understood? You got the hint?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now here they ask you to find out the nth derivative of this. So 1 minus x square into y2. So how do you find out the nth derivative? Again, you need to apply the Leibniz rule. So what is your u here? U is just y2. And what is your v? 1 minus x square. What is v1? Minus twice x. What is v2? Minus 2. And what is v3? 0. Now what is un? un क्या होगा आपका? n plus 2. Right? un minus 1 कितना होगा आपका? n plus 1. And un कितना होगा आपका? un minus 2? Just yn. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
हे कळालं का? अरे y2 आहे ऑलरेडी सेकंड डेरिव्हेटिव्ह आहे त्याचा तुम्ही अजून n डेरिव्हेटिव्ह घेताय तो काय येणार आहे तुमचा n plus 2 डेरिव्हेटिव्ह राईट yes or no
Yes, sir.
yes
Yes,
so you
sir.
just have to do the multiplication so multiplication क्या आएगा आपका 1 minus x square into yn plus 2 okay then plus minus 2x into yn minus yn plus 1 तो यहाँ पे भी है but n आता है आपका so answer is B got it
Yes, sir.
okay yeah so that is the hint that is the idea so I have explained you many examples and at least you got somewhat idea of the Leibniz theorem and also some of the MCQs. Now I'm going to share this file with you. You try to solve them and if you have any difficulties you can ask me at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. So if you want extra lecture, if you want to clarify those doubts from this PDF, you can ask me at 10 a.m. Just message me, just CR जो भी है आपका वो मुझे मैसेज कर देगा मैं आपके डाउट्स 10 बजे
Yes,
भी
sir.
क्लियर कर दूंगा ओके अब ये जो
Okay,
सारे
sir.
वीडियोस है मैं ये YouTube पे अपलोड कर दूंगा उसके लिंक्स आपके साथ शेयर कर दूंगा थोड़ी देर में फाइन एंड द MCQs
sir.
that I have planned we'll take that MCQ on tomorrow 9:30 ठीक है बाय थैंक यू गुड नाइट